Good evening and thanks for joining St. George News at 8. I'm Sarah Blakely. Scott Beadle has this week off. A 30-year-old St. George man was arrested on lewdness charges Tuesday after reportedly strolling down Sunset Boulevard without any clothes on. According to police, at approximately 2:35 in the afternoon, police responded to several reports of a man walking down Sunset Boulevard, going into traffic and causing a hazard. Police arrived and spotted the man walking naked on a sidewalk. He's identified as David Lee Taylor of St. George, and he was placed in a patrol car to keep him out of public view. Taylor was arrested and taken to the Washington County Purgatory Correctional Facility. Grand Canyon National Park officials are asking for the public's help in locating a missing 72-year-old hiker. Rafat Ralph Amin Nasreddin had reservations to stay at the Phantom Ranch Saturday, but never arrived and was reported overdue Tuesday evening before 8. Prior to learning of his missing, police received a report Sunday of a disoriented man at the Hermit Camp on the Hermit Trail. The Grand Canyon Search and Rescue Team hiked to the Colorado River Sunday and Monday to look for him, but they were unable to find him. The description of Nasreddin in Tuesday's report matched the description of the disoriented man from the earlier search. Nasreddin is 5'10" with green eyes and gray hair. He was last seen wearing a black and white ball cap, green plaid shirt, and khaki shorts. Anyone with information should call 888-652-0009. A St. George man is facing 4 first-degree felony charges for alleged aggravated sexual abuse of an 11-year-old girl. Hamilton Reed Daisy was arrested on the charges Monday. Detectives began investigating the case on May 16th after the mother of a 17-year-old St. George girl reported that her daughter had been sexually abused by Daisy on multiple occasions. The alleged sex abuse had occurred approximately 6 years earlier when the girl was 11 years old. The now 17-year-old girl was interviewed at the Children's Justice Center on May 25th, where she disclosed illicit details involving 4 separate incidents of the alleged abuse. Daisy denied all the allegations and maintained he was never alone with the child. Daisy was arrested and is in jail on an $80,000 bond. Every year, an estimated 40,000 tourists visit Canaraville Falls, something town residents say they never wanted, but now they must deal with. As more tourists pour into Canaraville town to visit the falls, the community is struggling to keep up with the impacts. Canaraville Mayor Galen Allred and the town council, however, say while Canaraville isn't responsible for inviting the tourists, it is the town's residents who are paying the price for them to be there. Speaking at the Iron County Commission meeting Monday, Councilman Tyler Allred blamed the rising number of tourists on several international marketing campaigns put out by various local agencies to promote the falls. The town now wants others, including the county, to step up and take some responsibility for the costs and problems resulting from the influx of visitors. Well, Flag Day was celebrated in Washington City today.
It's a great honor for us to have Post 90 come here and have this field of flags in Washington City. Harley-Davidson has been very good with the veterans and all the posts. We have a Vietnam monument over there, and this has kind of become the veterans' place to hold events. We are really honored to have that.
This was Bodie Bodenhammer's project, and he saw it on TV and thought it would be a great project for us here to bring the community together, especially with the Scouts and our veterans.
We appreciate the cooperation of all the communities. You know, we have Mayor Pike here with us today, and we just think it's a great venue for us to continue to honor and remember those people that sacrificed everything they had, their lives, for what you and I have today. I hope we do it here every year.
There are 100 flags this year that we are trying to get full sponsorship for, and then we're going for more next year. Personally, I fought for this flag, and so to me it's a symbol of our country.
A congressman is among those shot at a pickup baseball game in Virginia. The shooter, police say, is dead and possibly targeted Republicans. Lana Zach has more.
A final practice before a charity baseball game. Republican members of Congress, staff, and security fielding balls in a community park just outside of Washington, D.C. when the tranquility was shattered.
Then we heard a very loud shot. Everybody thought that sounds like a gun, and the gunman was over by the third base dugout with a clear view of the field and everybody on it.
Out on the field, Majority Whip Steve Scalise hit by a bullet.
I heard a large single pop, one shot. I didn't know it was a gun at first, so we were standing around. Within moments, there was a barrage of shots being fired.
We could see Steve Scalise out into the field. He dragged himself after he was shot from near second base about 10 or 15 yards into the field, just to be, I think, a little further away from the gunman, but he was laying motionless out there.
At least 5 people were hit. In addition to Representative Scalise, 1 staffer, 2 Capitol Hill police, and another law enforcement officer. Sources tell ABC News that Representative Scalise was hit in the hip and his injuries are non-life-threatening. Officers do not believe that it was related to terrorism, but an indication that Republicans may have been targeted in this shooting. One eyewitness says before he opened fire, the shooter asked if it was Republicans or Democrats out on the field.
Too early to tell if they were targeted or not.
Multiple law enforcement sources have identified the suspected shooter in today's incident as 66-year-old James T. Hodgkinson of Bellevue, Illinois. President Trump reacting to today's incident.
Authorities are continuing to investigate the crime, and the assailant has now died from his injuries.
Our chief meteorologist Chris Summers has your southern Utah forecast after this.
The weather tonight is brought to you by AWI Networks, smarter internet.
And welcome back, everyone. A good Wednesday evening to you. I want to take a look at a viewer photo sent in to us from Sam. And Sam, I don't want to butcher that last name, so I'm not going to say it, but Sam S. sent this in to us, that's for sure. And it looks like some very beautiful skies out there. It's just showing you what's going on in southwestern Utah. Some trails you can climb and actually just enjoying the nice weather. This was taken a couple days ago when temperatures really weren't too bad out there. And now today, temperatures made it back into the 90s and looking like triple digits return to the area here pretty soon, by the time we probably get to tomorrow at least, or maybe even by the time we get to Friday for sure. But if you want to share a photo with us, we'd love to share it here with you. You can send your photos to kcsg.com or actually look us up on Facebook, Twitter, or on Instagram and use the hashtag KCSG_TV. All right, temperatures out there today did make it into the upper 90s to near 100 in some parts of southern Utah late this afternoon. Now, Cedar City and Enterprise stayed in the mid to upper 80s, but from St. George and Hurricane in the mid 90s to even the triple digits in Mesquite and Las Vegas once again seeing temperatures in the upper 90s as well. We'll have clear skies out there tonight. We'll see those winds pretty light, maybe out of the 5 or 10 mile hour range, as we'll see temperatures drop back to near 50 in Cedar City, mid to low 60s across much of southern Utah, 63 degrees in Hurricane, 65 Mesquite, and 65 degrees the low temperature in St. George as well. Now, as we get to your Thursday, a little bit warmer. Yeah, even Cedar City should get close to 90 by the time we get to the afternoon hours of our Thursday. Lots of sunshine, southwest winds about 10 to 15 miles per hour. And for St. George and southern Utah, we'll be into the triple digits once again. We'll go for a temperature at 101 by Thursday afternoon. Again, west-southwest winds about 5 to 10 miles per hour with lots of sunshine across our area. Really not seeing much change in our weather here the next couple of days, just very warm temperatures for your Thursday. By the time we get to Friday and into the weekend, sunny, dry, hot weather continuing. Triple digits are in the forecast for the next 7 days here in southern Utah. That means you're seeing temperatures above 100. It could be close to 110 to maybe 115 degrees by early next week. Definitely got to keep an eye on that here over the next couple of days. So the heat will continue to be built across our area. Then we'll see those temperatures near 100 across much of southern Utah. Once again, that actually extends all the way up into parts of northern Utah as well. The hot temperatures will continue across our area here in the next couple of days. It will be dry as well. Not seeing the winds right now, but by the time we get to the weekend and into early next week, we could see a little bit of wind pick up across our area. Before tomorrow or Thursday, we'll see temperatures back in the low 90s from Newcastle to Enterprise to Cedar City. Again, lots of sunshine, southwest winds at 10 to 15 miles per hour. As we head to Cedar City, or actually head to southern Utah with St. George and actually areas in Arizona and into parts of Nevada as well. Triple-digit temperatures, 101 the temperature in St. George, 105 in Littlefield, and 105 degrees in Mesquite as well. Here's your extended forecast next 7 days as we head into Cedar City. Yeah, look at next week by Cedar City. Could be looking at temperatures near 100 degrees in Cedar City. That's kind of unusual to see that temperature in the triple digits in Cedar City. They usually stay in the upper 80s to low 90s. Could be in the mid 90s though over the weekend. Now for St. George and southern Utah, yeah, next 7 days, triple digits, 100-degree temperatures or above, and by early next week, we could be looking at temperatures close to 110 or even maybe 112 too by the time we get to about Tuesday or Wednesday of next week. And all those 100-degree temperatures on the 7-day hardly fit on there, actually. I have to maybe look at resizing those numbers a little bit. But anyway, look at some hot and dry weather back in the forecast here for at least an extended period across southern Utah.
We're kind of used to that, though.
We sure are, that's for sure. Summer's right around the corner, so that's for sure.
Thank you very much, Chris. And hey, don't forget, KCSG is giving away $500 to enter to win. You just got to watch every night this week for the secret word. Tonight's secret word, it's a pretty easy one. It's Utah. We'll take a break and be right back.
And taking another look at our 7-day forecast here over the next 7 days, we're going to be seeing those triple-digit temperatures back in our forecast. Yeah, 101 for Thursday in St. George and southern Utah. Even areas around Cedar City will be close to 90. And by the time we get to the weekend, yeah, really more of the same. Lots of sunshine, hot weather continuing. Could be in the mid 105 range to maybe 110 range by Saturday or Sunday as temperatures do continue to soar across our area. Seeing that record-tying or record-breaking temperatures even early next week. 110 expected by Monday.
It's all the same once it gets over 100.
That's true, exactly.
Thanks for watching tonight. We'll see you back here tomorrow.